Wow, we're in all black. Cool. But yeah, so in this video, I just wanted to... This chair, I swear to God. So in this video, I really just wanted to talk about my journey of my weight loss because I haven't really talked about it much, but I have been on this like weight loss journey. I have really been sticking to it, and I just kind of wanted to talk about the whole process of how I lost the weight and how I'm continuing to like stay on the track of living a healthier lifestyle, and how my life has changed like throughout the whole process of me losing weight. It all started around this year at the beginning of the semester. I just continuously always would wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, and I would really not enjoy how I looked. I would constantly just bash on myself, and I really would just not enjoy life. I would just wake up every day not happy, and like I had people around me to like make me feel happy, but I generally didn't like how I felt. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I acted as a person. And so I really wanted to change this whole mindset coming into this new semester, because at my college our gym is free, so I wanted to start working out and start changing my lifestyle and change something that I've been wanting to change for years, because I have wanted to lose weight my entire life, and I did back in the past. I ended up losing 30 pounds in 8th grade because I really did want to start losing weight, but the main source of why I wanted to lose weight was because I was getting bullied. It wasn't by a large group of people. Like, I did have a good support system and a lot of good friends at my old school. I really do love and miss them, because I did end up transferring, and this is like a whole nother story, and I haven't really talked about this either. Throughout the whole bullying process, I did get suicidal, and I really did not want to be here anymore. I just really did not enjoy life. Moral of the story, I just didn't want to be here anymore. So I did get suicidal from throughout the bullying and everything. I'm sorry, this story is all over the place. I just kind of like start talking about what comes in mind. I just wanted to talk about where it all started first, and then get on to like where I started my weight loss journey. Throughout the whole bullying thing, I would just get bullied by this one kid, and specifically, I'm not going to name names because it's completely irrelevant to say their name. It was just an everyday thing, and it was just really, really getting to me. So I ended up transferring schools in 8th grade because I really just wanted to have a fresh start, and my old school's whole system overall was just not beneficial, and it wasn't going to benefit my future. So I did end up transferring, and it was definitely a rough move because I didn't know anybody. I knew one single person that I was friends with on Instagram, and thank God she was there. Her name is Tally. I haven't really talked to her much, but she was definitely one of my best friends when I first started going to my new school, because on the very first day, I didn't have anywhere to sit at lunch. And so I walked in the cafeteria, I got my food and everything, and I went to sit down, and I just stood there like a deer in headlights because I didn't know where to sit. And I don't know, it was just like a weird feeling that I haven't felt in my entire life. Like, I just felt like so alone. And I felt like everyone was staring at me, and I just felt like I needed to get out of there. So I was about to go eat lunch in the bathroom by myself, but then Tally ended up walking up behind me and said, "Hey, do you want to come sit with us?" So I'm just so blessed that I had her. And after that, I started to make a couple more friends. I didn't really make that many more friends eventually until sophomore year in high school, where I found my best friends that I still have to this day. I'm super blessed that I have them in my life, and they're just amazing, super supportive, caring, sweet friends. And I'm super glad that I did end up finding them around sophomore year. But backtracking again to when I was at my old school, again, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Back to my old school when I was getting bullied. That's when I wanted to try start losing weight. So I ended up joining track. I thought that would be a good thing because we do a lot of running every day. We would run a lap, and plus it would just help change my life. And so I started doing that, and that was helping with my weight loss, and I ended up losing the 30 pounds like I said before, and that really did help. But then around that time, I ended up losing my grandpa, and he was my main person that just constantly supported me, and he would just stop random people in public, and he would just brag about my weight loss, and would just like, "Hey, my grandson like lost 30 pounds, like he's doing so great." And I feel like after he passed away, I lost that support, and lost the motivation to continue with what I was doing, so I turned to food for my comfort. And that's been my main source of comfort for my entire life, is because I really never felt it from anything else. So I would just constantly binge food and just binge unhealthy food, like desserts. I would drink pop constantly. Like, I would just eat and eat and eat all the time. So I ended up gaining 80 to 100 pounds, and I got to my maximum weight and stuck with that weight all through high school. And finally I get to where I am now, currently the end of the semester, but going back to where I'm at the beginning of the semester, where I really wanted to make this change. So the very first day I knew I needed to go to the gym, so I was going through a whole new process, and I really wanted to stick with this plan at 4 days a week, because I do have school 4 days a week. And so I started going to the gym every day. I started out light. I would just run a half a mile, and I would just weight lift here and there. But the main thing that I changed was my diet, because I would continuously drink pop, I would eat fried foods, I would eat a lot of dairy, and I cut all that out. I cut out pop, I cut out fried foods. I also stopped going to fast food places, which was the main thing. I would always go to fast food places to get food. I moved on from that, and I started making my own meals at home. I would use good proteins like salmon, tilapia, chicken, and I also cut out red meat. So I just used chicken and fish for a majority of my source of proteins, and I would eat a lot of greens like kale, spinach, Brussels sprouts, a lot of different things, to where a lot of different greens and a lot of different veggies that I do enjoy pairing with that. And I also cut out pop, and I would have coffee here and there, but when I do have coffee, I just use almond milk. I do love my strong coffee, but I do like cream in there, so I would put almond milk to kind of sweeten it up a little bit, and then I would also put honey as well to make it a little bit more sweet and take away the bitterness from the coffee. I was still on that process, and still currently on that process as well. I've had my cheat days here and there, because I feel if you completely just stop abruptly with everything that you're eating, all the unhealthy foods, you're bound to go back. So I would treat myself at least once a week, maximum once a week, for one meal, splurge here and there, and maybe have a scoop of ice cream or a small glass of pop, or something to just treat myself, because it is a hard process to completely abruptly change your diet and change your lifestyle, and then just stay in that lifestyle and just constantly be tempted to go back. So I just treat myself here and there and have maybe a bite of pie or something, keep myself going and keep myself motivated to stay on that right track and just get that satisfaction, but not completely splurge and go back to the old lifestyle that I was living. And so currently today I have lost 50 pounds, wanting to lose more and more, but I'm definitely on the right track to where I want to go. I love what I'm doing, and I've built myself up so much at the gym. I am up to running 3 miles 4 days a week, and I've built myself up a lot with strength all around, in my core, in my arms, in my legs. I focus on different core things. Mondays I do core, Tuesdays I do upper body, Wednesdays I do core and back, and then Thursdays I do leg day, so then I have the weekend to recover. Every single day I would run 2 to 3 miles, and that has really changed my lifestyle. Throughout this whole process, I've gained a lot of confidence in myself, and I have built up confidence over the years, but I really have peaked with my confidence and being happy with how I look, and I'm definitely not all the way there. I still have my insecurities, but I have definitely come a long way with my self-confidence and how I feel about myself and my outlook on life, and I'm definitely way more positive. I love life a lot more, and I enjoy the people that are around me, and it has built my confidence to kind of cut off toxic people in my life, because I would tend to keep a lot of toxic people in my life, even though I know that they were doing bad stuff. It's just I wanted to feel comfort from people around me. Throughout this whole process, I've built my confidence. I have a lot more stable mindset to where I don't really need toxic people in my life, and so I have cut a few people off. But I do have an amazing support system, like I said, with all my friends, and I have an amazing support system in my family, and I have a very good support system around me to keep me going and keep me motivated. And I've been getting a lot of compliments through work and through friends and through people at school. Current friends that I'm still with that are in high school that contact me here and there, and they're like, oh my gosh, how did you do it, blah blah blah. So I just kind of wanted to make this video to kind of like sum up everything and like my whole life story throughout, like how I feel in my own skin and my whole weight loss journey. But yeah, if you guys do have any more questions, definitely leave them below. But I did want to just make this video kind of like to look back on and see the steps that I've taken throughout my whole life and this whole process of me losing weight, and just keep me motivated and keep me on the right track. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. All my socials will be linked at the end of the video. And sorry this video is really long because it's currently 15 minutes long. So I got some editing to do. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope this motivates people if they want to make change, that they do it. And don't hold on to toxic relationships. Take a goal that you have and run with it. Because if you don't run with it, nothing's going to happen. Stick to your dreams and run with it. Don't hold anything back, because if you hold anything back and you don't go in full force, nothing's going to happen. And if you want to push and strive to make that goal happen, do it. Okay, sorry I got sidetracked again, but all my socials will be linked at the end of the video, and subscribe also if you'd like to. I just post here and there, so if you guys want to subscribe, that would mean a lot. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. See you guys later.